you know, most people that actually use them build them and spend hundreds of hours doing it, doing it right, and it can change drastically. But anyway, does anybody actually know where we at with the face paint? Is anybody? I know you do. When you're actually when you're actually applying your face paint, avoid black. Black, when it comes to camouflage and conceal, black is the most horrible color outside of fluorescent stuff in nature. If you look around, if you actually look around, there's nothing natural out here that's black. Nothing. You might have some soil that gets rain on it that looks black. It's just really dark brown. Nothing out there's black. I mean, there's birds, actual animals, but when it comes to your clothing and your outfit and nature that you're trying to blend in with, it's not black. You may see darker areas. That's because shadows are cast down, and if you're in a uniform and you're going to be in them shadows get cast on you as well, so you don't need the black. Black stands out even at night. So you got most of your camo compacts are going to have most of these general colors. Black, just forget about that one. I do anyway. Forget about the black one, and then start with your darkest color outside of black, and you go for your high points on your face.
Say that one more time.
Avoid the black.
Right.
Pick your next darkest color. In this compact, it's OD green, and you're going to fill in your high points. What you're trying to do is your high points on your face, which is your nose, eyebrows, chin, cheekbones. Put them in here. What you're trying to do is that's supposed to give the illumination of bringing them elements down, and you work your way to the lightest. So if I go to my dark green, my next darkest in here I would say is the brown. You start filling in, pick one side of your face, take the brown and fill in your temples, inside your cheeks. Take your next darkest color, here's the light green, and I would do the opposite side of my face, filling in the same spots. What that's doing is breaking up your face so it no longer, you could take the two colors and just do dark and green, but you're still giving you're still putting your face there.
So you don't have to be uniform on both sides.
Right.
Same.
Yeah. You're not being uniform, and you'll mix them all in, and then you get your next lightest color, and vice versa. But like I said, you start with the darkest, go with your high points, which is your eyebrows, nose, cheekbones, chin. You can even get your lip and those areas. Then your next darkest, you're going to work your way down. You pick one side of your face and do that, and then your third, if you have a third, do the other side of your face. So you got whole different things going on. That should give you a more flat look versus an actual 3D of your face, because there's not a whole lot. Oh wow, speed stick that thing?
Is that a speed stick?
I never seen anything like that. Huh.
Can I do your head?
I don't care, it's just gonna sweat off anyway.
Probably could get stick stuff. That's good.
Now, if I got any volunteers, I would like actually 2 volunteers that don't mind having their face painted.
Do we have any baby wipes?
I'll go into work later like that. I don't even care.
I don't have any baby wipes.
Huh?
I could probably come up with something.
General Courier in Jacksonville.
It's hard to get off if you don't have anything like that.
Yeah.
I have wipes at the house. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay. You get a volunteer to get face painted? Okay, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this exactly what I just said, except we're gonna do it the opposite. You're gonna do it right, and you're gonna do it wrong.
Okay.
So we can see the example of why you do it one way and why the next, and kind of stay in the bush. It's one thing to, know it, but then to see it, it may sink in a little bit better. So I avoid the black since you got other colors.
You just had to do it wrong though.
Let me rephrase that. Instead of using the dark on your nose, use the lightest on your nose.
Okay.
The opposite colors. So. What's that?
I thought I saw your hand up though, the 1 or 2. No, I did not.
So use actually use the white,
Okay.
the gray on your nose, cheekbones.
I kind of messed that up.
That's all right.
It ain't gonna go over it, I don't think.
That's all right. You don't want to mess with that thing. Yeah, it's not really that dark. We'll use this one. That way we're using the same cover your cheekbones.
Is that multicolored in that?
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's supposed to blend.
Just go over your eyebrows. You don't have to be too crazy with it. Because that's where you're getting into here. You're actually getting into the sinking part. That's not really a high point. And then right there. Eye sockets are always something to pay attention to too. It's actually pretty darn easy when somebody's out there and they got everything painted up and they close their eyes. You can see these white. You know.
Glenn.
Right there.
Sir.
With
What? Oh,
yeah.
somebody said Glenn. Yeah, I did.
with the gray.
Yeah.
That's what's up, bud.
Now work your way to the next. Take yeah.
Thank
Oh,
you.
you don't have to dig in that much. You don't need to use nearly as much as you use.
I'm used to tubes.
Yeah, just take that. Now,
And in here. Or
yes. Just wherever you got temple that side, temple it, there you go. That's good. We don't have to do a complete coverage.
okay.
And then get one side. I just use the darkest one.
On this side.
Use this. And on the other side.
Well, you want me to do it on a big ass forehead?
Yeah, go that up a little bit. Yeah, just use the green. And you can kind of smear that whole end here a little bit.
This one looks good. Yeah, now it's just gray.
It's doing great. Gray's actually a decent color.
That motherfucker looks
Yeah.
good.
Let's see what you got.
Well, that in your right hand.
Alright, now you do it the right way. The dark goes on the high.
See, I was okay with wearing the face paint all day till he said you're gonna do it the wrong way.
Eyebrows, cheekbones, chin. And of course, now you know you gotta cover your ears and all that stuff too. But we're not gonna make them get anything that's exposed. Anything you got exposed, you paint up.
Facebook picture of the day.
Well, Sardo, looks like you use makeup, huh?
Hey, watch my wife.
Yeah.
So I flew at home with that thing in his hand.
And even use some of that white in there on the
Yeah.
little light spots. That way.
Shit. Scratch my face.
Matches the hair. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna go like that.
Ryan,
Yo.
there's another option.
Yeah, that'll work. But yeah, that stuff it'll work. But I like less clothes the better too.
Hey, Glenn.
That's what?
So less clothes the better.
Less
I
clothes.
can't hardly breathe the way it is without
Well,
something
this is
coming
a net, so it doesn't restrict you.
Glenn.
I'm just saying, this is
in.
turkey
Yeah, no.
hunting
Yeah,
stuff.
you're right. You're right.
And I always keep it all rolled up on top of this hat.
Yeah.
Right.
'Cause I ain't painting.
I didn't even do this side yet. You gotta just touch one, just one side.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
What are your symptoms, sir?
Just get dark on the cheekbone and then
Yeah.
get
Mine
the
don't?
opposite, get the light green.
Drink some water, man.
Yeah.
You sound like you need to get
Brown, that's why I
hydrated.
use the light green.
I've been doing it.
That's a sign of dehydration.
Yeah, I've been drinking.
You ain't drinking enough, bud.
Pee twice without drinking.
I can use some of that gray in there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
Shit.
very good. That works.
Yeah, all the face painting you see where people put stripes and all that cool stuff is completely unrealistic. You want everything to blotch. In nature, you basically anytime you're camo painting yourself or your outfit, what you're looking at is either lines or blotches. Your environment's either got lines or blotches in it, so you want to dress yourself up accordingly, and which is in part why we use the outfits we do use, because a lot of them are lines. There's a lot of lines out here. A lot of that stuff blends in so well. Every tree out here, you got branches going every direction. There's lines everywhere out here. So any of that tiger stripe stuff across your face is not optimal.
Hollywood.
And he's got a little bit more gray to his than his, but I don't know if you can see the difference between how much his nose sticks out compared to his. He looks more like, it's not a huge difference, but every little tiny thing makes a difference when it comes to camouflage concealment.
Maybe I'll stick my hand underneath.
Yeah, if you guys actually want to, you guys just walk back that way about 10, 15 yards, and you'll be able to see what blends in. Hey, if you want, here, come here a second. Throw a little bit more of your, so that way we're not being unfair with the gray.
Green.
Yeah, put a light green.
He was already halfway there.
I don't know.
Get the line.
There you go. Do some on your nose.
Hey, you should color your hair, Steve.
I got some dye in here.
Oh, your face looks perfect for that.
I couldn't even see.
The hat gives you away, but your face is gone.
Yeah, I couldn't even see him for a second.
Just
Yeah,
sit
your
right next
face
to
is
Steve.
awesome. Perfect in the shadows there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd he go?
I think he passed out.
So I don't know if you can see the difference or not.
Well, yeah.
Then you're turning more into a tree is what you're doing. Once you conceal this, and you got a top, right?
Yep. And the
Matter of
bottom.
fact, Robert's got to throw. This
Just like a
works.
poncho, it's got a hole in the middle.
Yeah.
The one on your right is a lot cheaper.
Yeah, this is $69.
The one thing I don't like about these type is if you actually do raise your arms, it still gives you that arm. You still got the form of a human. Versus, where's my volunteer? You might as well leave that off.
You're not done.
Now stick your arms out. You gotta be.
Have an arm back where you looks like a bird.
No, this
Yeah.
one-
No, it's a plate.
John, you can go here.
I was just gonna say that.
See now this is broken up. So actually both of you go stand out there, just with what you got on. But if you're gonna get in lower grass, then the next and final step is eliminating this gap in here, because then you got here. Person's gonna recognize them 2 feet, them 2 legs. So if you get this camouflage inside here with burlap and whatnot, you're pretty good to go.
I got
So-
camo kilt, would that work?
What's that?
Camo kilt. Hangs my knees.
What hangs your knee? Oh, the kill.
You have to see me wear the kilt to find out what else hangs my knees.
Oh, Lord.
Each job is this cargo knitting, 1 to 2 inch. Is anybody familiar with what shoe goo is?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this is shoe goo, and then to give it extra support, I've actually stitched every square in there. I want all this for vegetation. And the reason why I leave this so plain the way it is and have the netting in there is because when you're actually going to do a hide and pick out a spot, let's step out here to the grass. Longer vegetation, longer strips here. I don't like just cutting them and using this strip. So what you're wanting to do, the most you really want is maybe a 12-inch long strip. So I'm going to take about this much.
Like wild backward buttons in there or something.
And this is one of them time-consuming spots. You know, I'm just showing them where any one of these areas you want longer strands. So you can get up now for a second. So you get your burlap. You get too long, it gets difficult. One piece at a time. You can get 2 or 3 if you want, but that's about it. You shred it. You may get 6 or 7. You don't want big bulk. Pull them straight out. This is something you do at night. I mean, I can't tell you how many hours I've spent on that. Once you get 6 or 7, I'll go ahead and lay down. There's different ways you can tie this on. A traditional way, make a loop. Put it through and pull it down. There's one strand, and you go and do this over and over. Another way is just a regular knot. What makes you want to do 2 different ones? Well, okay. Or not. Just a regular. You just want to do it once. The difference here is this one's going to lay down, so when you stand up, it's all going nice and smooth. This one's going different directions. You don't want it all like this. A lot of people will make the mistake and make them all lay down flat. But if you actually look at the grass, you look at every blade, there's not a single one going. They're all going different directions. So you get these added in there too. So when he lays down, if he's got them all this way, it looks like just a nicely combed rug. Nothing looks natural. So you want to stay as natural as possible. So anyway, you can hop up.
It was Betsy Ross who made you. Old Captain Driver saved you. Some brave Marines raised you on a Iwo Jima hill. You've been ripped and torn in battle as guns and sabers rattle, but you survived to fly again, and you always will. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. Keep us united, free and strong. In the face of all adversity, attacks upon our liberty, remind us where our loyalty belongs. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. Your road with Teddy Roosevelt. You were at Pearl Harbor when bombs fell. You followed our troops into hell on the beach at Normandy. You came crashing down with the towers, one of our nation's darkest hours. But you rose from the smoke and ash for all the world to see. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. Keep us united, free and strong. In the face of all adversity, attacks upon our liberty, remind us where our loyalty belongs. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. All throughout the course of history, you've inspired our hopes and dreams of peace. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. Keep us united, free and strong. In the face of all adversity, attacks upon our liberty, remind us where our loyalty belongs. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. Keep us united, free and strong. In the face of all adversity, attacks upon our liberty, remind us where our loyalty belongs. Wave on, oh glory, wave on. Wave on, oh glory, wave on.